Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me say thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us the fortune and the blessing and the honorable to Mr. Aulia. And then I would like to presentation about my duty is about rective power output setting. And now I wanna introduce myself, and my name is Prayoga Ahmad, name 20109511003, and I'm from SPDSLV, and reactive power output setting is my presentation now. And then the reactive power output setting. The control of electric power system is currently developing rapidly, both in science and technology and in industry. This development is also fueled by the power supply. Electricity in regulating is supplied to the load. This can be seen by the use of equipment control both one on the generation side, transmission line, and load side. Control equipment for generation is usually used to regulate the power supply active and reactive change in load that occur greatly affect change in frequency and voltage. The frequency rise and fall depending on the change in active power. So the case with voltage depending on the change in reactive power, as it is now that active power control is related to frequency control, will reactive power control deal with voltage control. More detail can be seen in the image below. Now we can see this schematic of active and reactive power control. And we can look number one, we can say valves. And number two, we can say this turbine. Number three is synchron generator synchron. And four, excitation system. Number five, regulation AVR. Number six is voltage sensor. Number seven is frequency sensor. Number eight is low frequency control or LFC. Number nine is governor, and the last is valve control mechanism. And the schema about reactive power control schematic and simple circuit loading generator. And this generator terminal voltage plus or diagram. And this from the schema, we can say it's optimum control of reactive power. In this reactive power control, as previously described, has actually been well done by EVR. However, the performance of the EVR as a reactive power controller can be optimized by using additional controllers to improve performance of the EVR itself. Modern controllers are now widely used in optimized EVR performance. One of them by using PID controller or proportional integrative derivative. And this block diagram of AVR system with PID controller. And this we can say the problem in this block diagram is the PID controller. It must be able to determine the value of the parameter that in order to obtain optimal control. The parameters in question are proportional constant or Kp and integrative constant or Ke and derivative constant or Kd. And then we can say based on similarly the difference in the output voltage of the generators terminal is obtained as follows. We can look this voltage signal generators with AVR without PID, and this voltational generator with AVR without PID, and reactive power output setting. And then before that, amount of power, the reactive power supply that the generator to the load can be adjusted according to the load equipment D, where every increase in load or increase in reactive power will cause voltage drop, so that CAVR will automatically increase and the generator terminal voltage phase first. We can look this signal generator. The first is stability, and then increase stability, fall stability, increase stability, and this. Before that, we can say we can look voltage channel generator with AVR without the ID. And the first is stability, increase stability, fall stability, increase, and stability again. Okay. However, change in the rise, and before I say like that, and fall of the voltage cause oscillation before it reach a steady state to reduce and the period. Okay, oscillation the AVR need to be added with an additional controller, namely PID controller. uh, KPID and controller to optimize the performance of the EVR. And we can say we can look this signal voltage signal generator and the mass the EVR needs to be added with an additional control named PID control to optimize the performance of the APR. Okay, that's it. I came to tell you. Thanks for your nice attention. I'm sorry if I have a lot of mistakes. Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.